everyone, Dr. Stephanie here, and today we're going to do a quick little workout that works on your balance and stability. You don't need any equipment for this, and you can just follow along with me. If you need something to hold on to, go ahead and do it next to a counter or grab a chair, whatever you need, but we're going to get you better at standing on one leg, get you feel like you're more confident and stable walking. So this is great for beginners, but it's also great for people who aren't beginners too. If you want to add a little band, you can add a band around your thighs, right above your knees to make it a little more difficult if you're at that level. But otherwise, just follow along with me. So here we go. So first, we're going to start with feet about shoulder width apart, and we're going to just do a squat. And then we're going to come up and lift our leg out to the side. And if you can't go very deep in a squat, then that's okay. Just do a little squat, do what you can. You don't have to go super deep. Just go as deep as you can. Come up, lift that leg out to the side. Squat and leg out to the side. And just follow along with me. Just doing what you can. We're really working on the glutes here. We're working on those hip abductors. Those are those muscles that bring that leg out to the side. And if you're really advanced, like I said, you can add a band around your knees if you want to, but you can also add a weight. So if you want to hold on to a weight, you can do that as well. But I like this one because you're working on strengthening, but you're also working on balance and stability, because it takes balance and stability to stand on one leg and bring the other leg out to the side. So we're just going to keep going, do a few more of these. I don't know about you, but I'm already out of breath a little bit. So let's do, after this one, we'll do one more on each side. And again, just go as deep as you can. Okay, I think I did too many. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're just going to come up on our toes and then rock back on our heels. So up on our toes and back on our heels. Toes and back on our heels. And again, if you need to hold on to something, that's totally okay. This is a good one because it works on your calf muscles, doing that calf raise. And it works on the anterior tibialis muscles. Those are the muscles on the front of your shins. So if you've ever had shin splints or just pain kind of in the front of your lower leg, that's the muscle that's usually affected. But this helps in strengthening that. Also, if you have any knee pain, working on strengthening your lower legs actually helps with knee pain. I know a lot of people think just the quad muscles and the hip muscles affect the knees, but the knees are between the ankle joint and the hip joint, so you have to work on both. All right, we'll keep going. A few more here. Just go up on your toes as high as you can, and then back on your heels here. It may feel like you're going to fall, but that's okay. That's kind of working on that balance and stability as well. All right, let's do last one here. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to just do a little side lunge here. So you're just going to lunge, keep your feet straight, lunge into this knee, and then come back. When you come back, if you need to, you can put your foot all the way down. But we're going to kind of stay on this leg, and we're just going to come out and then come back and tap. So we're working on balance and strength here. So we're going to come back and tap. I like doing side movements like this too, because a lot of our movements during the day are just forward and backwards, walking up and down stairs. We don't do a lot of sideways movements unless we're an athlete or doing some kind of cutting or side-to-side movement. So it's important to strengthen these sideways movements as well. All right, we'll do a couple more here. All right, let's go last one. And then back together. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to step out here and then back together, tap. Step out, back together, tap. And you'll also feel this in your adductors or your groin muscle. Those are those muscles in between here. Those muscles also get missed a lot. And if those muscles are tight or weak, that can actually cause pain in the lower back or the pelvic area. So it's important to work on mobility in those muscles, do some stretching there, but also work on strengthening. So this exercise, you should feel it there, and you should feel those muscles working. All right, let's do 2 more here. And last one. All right, now we're going to do something a little different. We're just going to do a tandem stance balance. So you're going to put one foot in front of the other. And it may sound easy, but it's harder than it looks. And you're just going to stand here. And if you need something to hold on to for balance, that's okay. Sometimes it helps to put your arms out here or in here. But we're just going to balance. And you should kind of feel maybe a little wobbly in your feet, in your ankles, in your hips. But that's good. That means those muscles are working. Those small little muscles that kind of stabilize you. This is a good one to work on as you get older as well. We just stop doing things like this. And so when you stop doing things, you lose it. So you want to keep working on balance, on things that maybe you don't think to work on, because who thinks of just standing with one foot in front of the other? But it's good to keep working on it because then it helps with stability and balance and prevents falls as you get older. Okay, let's go ahead and switch legs. So we're going to stand here. And you may find that it's easier on one side than the other. It's probably just because maybe one leg is stronger than the other one. Usually we have one dominant leg, just like we have a dominant hand, and that leg is a little bit stronger than the other. I'm just standing. You can just follow along with me, but if you want to work on this more at home, you can try. The goal would be to stand here for at least 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then do like 3 to 4 sets of that. And you can do it while you're just standing at the counter, cooking or washing dishes. Kind of easy to incorporate this into your daily life. Okay, now I'm going to make that one a little bit harder, and we're going to do a tandem walk. So we're just going to walk one foot in front of the other. And if you have any difficulty or feel like you're going to fall, go ahead and do this like next to a wall or a counter and just put a fingertip on there just to keep your balance. You don't need to grab on for dear life or anything. You just want to kind of give yourself something for balance. You may want to focus on a point on the wall or the floor. But this is a good one just to work on that balance and stability. Usually we walk and our feet are shoulder width apart. And so that wider base of support is a little bit easier. So this just challenges you because you have to walk in a straight line. And you may think this is easy until you try it. It's harder than it looks. But if you practice a lot, it gets easier. All right, we're going to walk down to the end of this mat. And then do one more time down. You can do what I'm doing and just walk back and forth, or you can do this like around your house, however you want to do it. Okay. Now we're going to stand and we're going to do a single leg RDL or deadlift, but we're going to do it with a little kickstand to make it a little bit easier. And then if you want to progress to the single leg, you can. So you're going to put whichever foot you want to start with, just put that in front, and then put the other foot behind a little bit, and just keep your toes on the ground. We're going to keep this front knee bent, keep our back straight, and we're just going to lean forward and then come back up. So you don't want to hunch around your shoulders or upper back. You just want to keep it straight and lean forward and back up. And you can lean down more. Or if you want to just start with a little bit of a bend, that works too. You can also add a band around your knees for this one, or you can hold on to a weight as you do it. Just make it a little more challenging. But you'll feel this in this front leg here. This one's good for working on the glutes and hamstrings, but it also works on your balance too. So if you're going to progress it and you wanted to do single leg, you just lift this back leg up and lean forward here. As you can see, that definitely works more on balance. So that's a lot more challenging. All right, let's do one more. Okay, now we're gonna switch and put the left foot in the front, right foot in back, and same thing. It's gonna lean forward and come back up, lean forward. And again, keeping that back up tall, keeping your head in line. So you don't want to be looking up as you do it because that could hurt your neck. You don't want to tuck your chin too far either. So we're just bending forward, keeping that front knee bent a little bit because we don't want to lock it out. And that makes your muscles work a little bit better too there. Again, working on those glutes and hamstrings, also working on quad too, and working on that balance and stability. All right, we'll do a few more here. All right, 2 more, and then we'll be all done. All right, last one. All right, we are all done.